Good morning, everyone. This is Matthew Nikolai from the Full Sail Masters program, and I was going to put together a small video just to answer some questions about After Effects. One of the questions being how to get your entire video to render in the actual UI, which is right here. I'm using my project right now just to showcase this little video, and I'm going to try and keep it as short as possible. So some of the issues that you can run into when using After Effects is that your video will not render everything that's in your timeline, and there are several different ways to fix this issue. One of them being to go in to your render settings, which is in compositions, and go to add to render queue. It'll pop up this little box and give you a list of all of your current renders in your queue, and mine is labeled Rough Cut 1. Under render settings there is this little box and this best settings feature right here. You're going to click the best settings feature and you're going to get this render settings dialog box that pops up. What we're going to do is we're going to keep everything set at what it is, and we're going to come down to time span, and notice it says work area, and when you click the actual length of the comp, you want to go in and choose length of comp, because if you choose your work area, it is only going to render what the work area sees and not the entire length of the comp. So as defaulted, it's set at work area only. So you click length of comp and hit OK, and your work area is actually this gray bar at the top of your screen right here underneath your little slider. This gray bar allows you to pre-render certain sections of your video or whatever you're putting together in smaller sections, so you don't have to render something out into a movie and take away being able to use your system. So if this is set to this position and I was to go into my render queue and have it set at work area only, which is right here, then just this small section would be rendered. So if you're running into that issue, that could be your problem. So the beauty of this is that if you go into your render settings and click length of comp, you don't have to worry about your work area being so small. You can just render the entire comp. The second issue that could be causing this problem is in your composition settings. So right in between edit and layer is composition, and you have composition settings. This will pop up another dialog box that gives you your entire features of all of your current render and your current composition. I don't mess with most of the stuff. I usually keep my stuff at this particular setting just for uploading to the web. But to fix your issue of not being able to render your entire video, it could be that you're not having enough time in your current video. So the breakdown is very simple. If my video is a minute and 25 seconds long, but I need to add some time to it to extend my timeline out so I can get the entire thing rendered, all I have to do is go in and change the seconds. So this is right here is milliseconds. Then I'm changing seconds right now from 25 to 30 seconds. This is minutes, and this is hours. So changing that small bit of time can vastly affect your overall progress. Notice that my little bar up here went from being completely full to actually being a little bit smaller. So if I stretch this out, this gives me that extra 5 seconds that I just added. If I was to push this like this, it allows me to see things by frame and by second. If I drag it all the way back to the right, it brings me back to my initial time, which is broken down in increments of 15 seconds. So I hope that this is giving you guys some insight on how to fix the issue of your time problem and your render problem. If you have any other questions, feel free to message me or contact me on the discussion board, and I'll be happy to help you out. Thank you very much.